like, what would you have done in order to get your wig to look this horrible? If I can save this wig, you can save any wig, okay? Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome. If you are new, welcome to the family. From this short little skit in the beginning, you probably know what we're going to do. We are going to work miracles today. We are going to turn a raggedy, matted, tangled wig into a piece of beauty and art. Because the wig gods have imparted me with knowledge that I must share with you. So today I'm going to show you a new method to detangle your matted wig. And honestly, this was a struggle. Okay, this video was such a struggle that at a certain point I honestly just wanted to give up. But I went through it, I did my best. And the reason it was such a struggle is because I'm missing one essential piece of equipment, which is my steamer. Well, actually, my mother's steamer, which is also the reason why I don't have it anymore. I moved and I did not get a chance to buy a steamer yet. So before all of this, my biggest advice to you is to buy a steamer. If you like synthetic wigs, just invest in a steamer. Now, before we get into this, if you learn anything, even a smidge of anything, like this video, subscribe to my channel because I have more videos like this. Also, check out my other videos and let me know down in the comments what other methods you know, what you would have tried differently, or what you liked from this video, because like I said, it took me a lot of work, okay? And give your girl some props, give her some credits, give her some watch hours, give her anything. I'm trying to get monetized here, okay? So, yeah. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I know you were watching, but this is the perfect moment for me to actually answer one of the, I guess, comments that somebody posted on my previous video. So Andrea Lundy said, my wig is so tangled I can't section it off. Cry emoji, cry emoji. And then Maria George said, girl, same here. I don't know how mine got this tangled. Well, that is also my question to you. How did it get that tangled? But that aside, I did a very good job at tangling this wig, as you can see. So it took me quite a while to try to figure out how to even section it off, and I couldn't. I all of a sudden thought about what I do with my own hair. I have type 4 hair, and what do we do before we wash? We finger detangle using oil or a slippery substance in order to get through the tangles without breaking your hair. So I thought, if it works for my natural hair, why can't it work for my wigs? And since I am not rich and I'm not going to use my very, very precious Chi infusion, and I didn't want to use oil, I went for the next best thing. Lube. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy and how fast it is to use lube to detangle your wig. So basically, I'm starting off with my fingers and lube, trying to section off the hair. And I just take my fingers that are covered in lube through the hair, and every single knot I encounter, I put some extra lube, massage it in, and try to detangle that knot just by pulling it apart. So right here, I'm taking you up close and personal with one of the knots. You know, get to know them a little better, you know what makes them tick, what makes them unravel. So yeah, just use the lube and slowly, carefully pull your knots apart. Okay, but on a side note though, let's hope I don't get demonetized for this, because lubes, fingers, massaging it in, there's a lot of different contexts to this, but let's hope YouTube sees that this is a very family-friendly video. So this will take you a while. I just methodically went around the head and detangled any tangle that I encountered. It took me about half an hour of finger detangling to get through it. And once I did, I was able to section it off so much easier to really get into the fine tangles with my tangle teaser. And with this method, I also use lube. Just make sure that the hair is lubed up and nice and slippery so you can get through it fast and pretty quickly. Don't worry about using too much lube because you're going to wash the hair afterwards anyway. And here you can see the result. This is just with finger detangling and tangle teaser and using lube. Honestly, if you wash the hair, you can wear it just like this, but I'm not happy yet. Hi, back again. So the next question that I received from 2 people actually is how much fabric softener do I use? And my answer to that is I don't know, because you know that meme where they say just pour until your ancestors tell you it's enough, my child? That's how I roll. I don't measure. I use a lot, to be honest. I think I use way too much. I use like half a cap to a cap of fabric softener in like a basin of water, which is way too much. But I don't mind the scent of fabric softener. I don't mind walking around smelling like fresh laundry. However, if you don't like that, then just use less and let it sit for a longer amount of time. And honestly, it's experimentation. So once you're done detangling, it's time to wash the wig. You literally just put a bunch of lube in the wig. So this is the perfect time to wash it. I use dishwashing soap and baking soda to also reduce the shine of the wig because it is synthetic. And an important thing here is to brush in only one direction when you're washing. So you see my fingers going from root to tip, and I try to minimize the amount of times I go up or sideways because you just spent half an hour to an hour detangling and you don't want all that work to go to waste by tangling it up again. So the next step is conditioner. Now, I see in the comments people are quite divided over this in all of my videos. So let me know down below what you prefer and what you think works best. I use fabric softener because the hair is synthetic and it's synthetic fabrics. However, I do see people using their own moisturizers for their natural hair. So let me know what you use and how that works for you. Yeah, I just use fabric softener. I use a lot of it, like you see. And if you don't have fabric softener, which is also another question on my video, then you can use a mixture of white vinegar, baking soda, and warm water, and that has the same softening effect on the fabrics as your usual fabric softener. So I let it sit in there for about 10 minutes and then I wash it out and let it dry overnight. So this is the result after washing and letting it dry by itself. If you want to speed up the process, you could dry it with a blow dryer on a cool setting. Just be careful with heat because the hair is plastic and plastic can melt. Now you see that the ends are still a bit frizzy, and that is the one thing that I don't like. So I am going to apply some heat. This is where the video took like a horrible turn for me because it just took me a long while to figure out how to do this. I started with a flat iron and I sectioned off the hair, and in order to protect the hair, I also used some parchment paper because I figured that would create a barrier between the flat iron and the hair, so it will reduce the heat a little bit, and should the hair melt, then it will not ruin my flat iron, which is basically more expensive than this wig. So I'm pretty open with sharing my failures as well as my successes with you guys. So here I want to share with you what worked and what did not work. Now what did not work was using a flat iron because the hair would stay in its own little like waves within the parchment paper, and that would basically set in the hair. So you'll get all sorts of waviness in the straight strands. And this method works, I guess, best for straight hair because it's very difficult to create a bump with a flat iron and parchment paper. So after struggling for about an hour with this and it just wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to be, I switched over to a curling iron, which gave me better results and more consistent results. So after some struggle with the curling iron and the flat iron, this is actually the result, and I have to say, from what it was in the beginning, that mess that I created, this is a really, really good result. So as you can see, it was quite a struggle to get this wig back into its, perfect state, and it had more to do with the curling at the end than anything else, because if you want to curl a wig, I would advise you to use my steam method, which I'll link up here in the tags, because that one just makes it so much easier to curl your wig than struggle with a curling iron or a flat iron. But if you don't have that option, then you could get in the struggle bus with me and try it with your curling iron or flat iron, and use parchment paper if your hair is not heat resistant. And if it is heat resistant, use your irons on a low setting so you don't melt the hair. So in the end, this is the result that we have. She is back. She is back alive. I still didn't manage to get the perfect curls back in, but hey, this is a step forward. So that is my new method. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. Let me know if this is also something that you'll be trying in the future. And if you know a better method, also let me know, because I'm always up for learning more in order to save my wigs and save my coins, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's the goal, to save your wigs and save your coins, because it is not needed to waste your money. There are way better things that you can use your money for than buying new wigs all the time just because you cannot save the old ones. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button, like this video, and also check out my other videos on how to detangle your synthetic wigs. I have more methods. I have the steam method, I have the no heat method, so you can pick and choose. There's a flavor for everybody. Somewhere here on the screen, might be here, might be here, might be here, might be there, but it's on the screen. So thank you for watching.